First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG, stands for Fusion Light Energy Gain Technology Screen. There's Taco taking off, thinking he's going to be on camera, because again, I have a camera cat who has to be on camera 24/7, because that's how he is. He's a camera cat. I think after each video, I'm going to basically show a little bit of Taco 2.0. That's what I call it. But anyway, this right here is a new technology we're working on. It's going to be a physical projection screen. We call it our ILEG Infusion Light Energy Absolute Black Infinity 2. So basically, it's going to be a physical projection screen. More front projection than back projection. It definitely has to have some kind of translucent surface because, again, light passes back and forth, so the screen causes it to generate quite nicely. So what we have here is we have a box system set up, and in the box system we have set up here basically allows us to fit the screen in nicely, and it's nice little grooves on each side, and allows us to run 6,000K of white LED lights around it. These are really bright lights. These are for fish tanks and hotels and stuff like that. So we got the Fire Stick running. Thank you, Jesus, because man, Fire Sticks are temperamental. I still got to build my own form of streaming system because, again, Fire Sticks are temperamental. Alright, so let's get that started. Do we have sound? Big question. Do we have sound? Let's get sound started in here because we don't have sound. Put that right there. Let me see. Let me go find my hookup. Hook up my speakers and all that stuff. So we have that going. Actually done the Tony Hawk's? I didn't know that. Who's doing the Tony Hawk? Tony Hawk's still going strong. That's awesome. That's awesome. So this is one of the things we do. We have to test screens out to make sure they're working out perfectly fine. One of the things that the testing is make sure that they're actually absorbing a ton of light because we make sure the screens are going to run while they're in a ton of light. This is actually really important. And these are going to be physical screens, as I said before. We have to still research a company to figure out what we're going to put them in. We're going to basically have them, they definitely have to be thin and rollable because, again, that cuts down on the shipping costs. Because, again, shipping a screen, I tried to do the smallest one we had, which is approximately 36 by 72, and it's a no-go. You add up the height, width, and all that, and it calculates it can't be no past than 120 altogether, and they won't take it. So if I go through FedEx or the other companies, it's just going to cost a lot of money to do. And we pay for shipping, so again, that's not going to happen. But if I talk to this other company, and they're able to get me a nice thin sheet, then that works out fantastic. That definitely works out fantastic. That means we can roll the screen, makes it much more easier. At the end of the day, on top of that, it's more of a wallpaper surface anyway. God, you get freaking hair on me every chance you freaking get. I swear. It's interesting. If I wear any pair of other cargos, he won't touch them. He will not go near them. The minute I put on black, here he comes. Literally, people know I have a cat. Literally, you're on my screensaver, my phone, everything. They know. You don't have to make yourself known on my black clothing. Sheesh. I'm about to get me another set of Bluetooth speakers too. Alright, let's go pop over here. Yeah, you're not in any trouble. You just gotta stop rubbing your fur all over me. That would explain a lot why that wasn't moving. Alright, whatever. Let's see what toppled over. Alright, we should be good. Mm. Trying to do here. What's the game system? Oh, I do want to use some Space Invaders. We got output right here. Yeah, right there, you can see it. I feel want to do some Space Invaders. All right, there we go. Now we got some sound. I'll bring this around over here. There we go.
And I'm gonna cash back on a few other things too. All right, Rob, big.
I'm done. I'm done. Cat Williams got too many problems. I'm done. He just auto-tuned cash back. That is he's hilarious. All right, let's get the air cleaner out of the way. Look at this. You're an A, Taco. We can't see you there. He's just sitting there right there thinking you can see him. I told you, he's a camera cat. He is. He is a camera cat. The minute he hears me start talking about the screen, look at him. Right there, right there. He's a camera cat. All right, people. So, got to get the cleaning machine out of the way, get some sound in here. That sounds much better right there. So, yeah, this is our new technology. Now, mind you, all our technology has to go through this Halo system to make sure the product is going to work 100%. The black technology you see behind you, which is actually the quantum black, the quantum black star, this technology has been through Halo systems. It's been through Halo systems at 1,000 lumens. It's been through Halo systems at 13 feet back. It's been through certified screens, white screens, everything. That's why we can have it on display on here in this well-lit environment and not worry about the screen washing out or fading, because again, it does exactly what it's designed to do. And now this is our new technology we have right here, which is the Absolute Black. It's going to be a rear projection screen technology. Well, actually kind of a front and rear, but mostly front. It has to have somewhere where light has to transfer through it that allows the screen to be able to generate the super high, beautiful image. It reads an Infinity 2, a legendary Infinity 2 contrast level. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if you've seen the sample surface of it, it's next to any other screen, it comes out absolutely breathtaking. Now my projector I'm using is a 50 millimeter projector. It sits in eco mode. Let me show you. I think I got a charge on the thing, so that should be good. I don't need that. Whisper mode. So that means whisper mode in Chrissy's means the projector is running in eco mode. Now, my Chrissy projector is around 4,000 lumens, but because it's in eco mode, that means it's running only 25. And it cuts it by a huge difference. Now, the new screens will be available. We're going to have it like on a wallpaper surface. It's going to be available in sizes of, I can't think of the name of it. Sizes of 36 by 72, and 48 by 96. I remember to write down the prices for these things. Oh, I don't think that is. I have to. I think one's 3,200. I think the one's like something like 36. I'm not sure. I remember. No. One's 2,300. 2,300 is the one that's 72 inches wide, and 36, I think, is the one that's actually the 100-inch screen from there. 100-inch, yeah. 48 by 90, 96 or something like that. We asked the price. Also, too, for our new keep getting mixed up. Quantum technology. I know at the end of the day, it bugs you. but we don't care. We got things to do at the end of the day. I don't have time for nonsense. Technology's here. It has a contract that sits on it. It's very simple and plain. I'll be posting the contract to our website. For those who don't know what this contract is, it's for anybody at the end of the day that feels that the technology we have here, or any technology we engineer, you feel that it's not true, we can go into a courtroom and we can begin the process. These are the documents right here we have. Put your signature at the bottom. My signature will come automatically with it. We can send it through your email, through electronic, which means you'll basically pull out a PDA file and you will sign from there. And once we receive it, email back to the email address that we have here. Once you give it back to us, we'll begin the process of filing for court. Now, once this filing starts, kind of hard to get out of these things. Now, remember, this thing is for roughly the price, if you don't, or able to back this up, is around, this is when it was already sent out for Crow. Let me see, and this is when its channel was, it's all documented. Its channel used to be that, he changed it over to ours, so all that was recorded and documented. Let me see what we have here. Let me pause this for a minute. Got the fire stick to work, by the way. Let me see. We have it here. Here we go. Right there. Sum. If you basically cannot back up your claim in court, it's a sum of $500,000. If it's not signed within the 3-day period time, we will issue a lawsuit. File a lawsuit for $2 million lawsuit and criminal charges. Keep in mind, they vary in different ways. If you didn't do any YouTube videos and stuff, and say a whole lot of stuff you can't take back, then there's no need to bring a process server. We're just going to embarrass you by bringing you the contract, and you don't sign it, then we all know you lied. Why else would you not sign it for? All right, then that's it. We could get you on fraud for that. We could, easily, because if you don't sign it and you didn't make these statements, when you go to court, you're still going to have to back that up. So you can have criminal charges filed behind that one. So it could go either way with that. But again, Quasars and actually Quasars have them, and the other one has it. The Quantum has it. So that's all you have to do is sign. If you don't want to sign, then that tells us at the end of the day that you can't back it up. And if you can't back it up, you know what comes up. We can basically file criminal charges against you. So just so you know, it can go either way. Depends on what's going to happen. All right, there we go. And guess what? No one wants to sign the contract. Oh, interesting. All right, then let's move on. Got things to do and show off my amazing technology. Where's the which one? I forgot. We're on fire stick today. Now, as I said before, wallpaper surface, ultra sure throw compatible, fully weatherproof, and submersible, which means the screens can be submerged underwater. The AdTech counterpart of it, basically, which we have behind me right now, has the ability to absorb sunlight. You see in the demonstrations about that technology, and that technology is going to be for companies only, because it's designed for companies, designed for storefront, advertising, and all that other cool stuff for companies. So we're getting ready for that right there, alone by itself. Other than that, this technology is absolutely beautiful for new screens. Well, here, I need to get the document done. Let me see. Where's that portable projector at? Oh, it is right there. This is for this. Full charge. What are you growling about? What you rah rah? Rah rah. You going rah rah? What you mad about? Rah rah. You're not getting any treats. You just had treats, buddy. And don't bump my camera, please. I would appreciate it. Not to slam your big old head into my freaking my setup over here. 'Cause I know you and your big old head. You take his big old head and bump it right there. Boom. Knock over my stuff. I do want to do a monitor. We have here's a 1080p monitor versus the smaller sample. So we show that off. Because I am going to be, I actually got a tablet, and I'm going to take the tablet when I go on site and show the tablet next to the sample on the projector. And like I said, I only got 2 companies in mind that I'm interested in. Certified screens, I consider them to be the best of the best. Daylight's one of them, which we have. Black Diamond is another one, and the other one is Elite Screens, Darkstar 9, which is a very good screen. So, definitely going to be doing some demonstrations against those screens right there. Not getting our hands on the carbon black. Oh, I wish. But they made that screen unreachable. Very unreachable. So, can't get that one. Well, not yet. Who knows? You never know. I don't think this one. Wow. You and your Benty whiskeys. Your whiskeys are Benty. The whiskeys are getting Benty. His whiskers are getting Benty. They're getting extra Benty. Now I'm going to go over here to my site, update my new prices. Now, just to add real quick, we know we get people in the room that are, again, we know already what they are. What we do here, we know at the end of the day that you don't support 100%. And what I make here is not for you. It will never be for you. Because again, you're used to having a much more mediocre screen. You're not used to new technology. So again, we know why you're in here. You come here to stalk me, which is creepy. But also, too, you come in here basically to see what we're up to. Well, like I said, before the time closes, and for some people, time is basically like they have an hourglass over top their life right now. And it's moving pretty fast. And others, well, hourglass is there. It is taking some time, but eventually time will run out. So you're more than welcome to come in and check out the new technology. As I said before, whatever the devil told you at the end of the day that you're going to try to, it's not going to work. It's just going to get you in more trouble. That's all it's going to do. Now, where's that fire stick at? I try to put a little information out there from time to time because, again, I just don't know the outcome, man. It's really bad. You know? But other than that, we could do this easy. Again, I got people come through every single day, and every time they pop up in, they always see something crazy. I love the fish tank, again, with the lights, because, again, it kind of looks like it's actually a real fish tank with the lights. I got to build me a virtual tank when I get time to. Build a virtual tank. What are you doing? What are you doing? This one's going to work, but no, that's not going to work. That's a no-go. No-go for the way. That's definitely not going to work. That spring has to have a couple inches from the wall in order to fire. Because light has to transfer through that thing. So it has to have a couple inches from the wall to transfer. So how we're going to make the support system for the wallpaper screens, it's going to be, well, we can't tell you that. Literally, we can't tell you. But what it's designed to lift that wallpaper an inch away from the wall because, again, light has to transfer through. It's kind of like a translucent game. You know, you become up that bright. Yeah, a little fish tank in there, doesn't it? Doesn't fade, doesn't wash out. Taking a ton of light. $50 projector. I still can't believe how cheap you pay for these projectors up in there. I told you I got my own personal goal, my own challenge for myself. I can't buy a projector over $200. That's gonna be a nice track record to have when we're advertising on technology. I myself, the owner, did not have to pay for a projector. When you're the person who makes the stuff and you have to pay for expensive machines, then the customer's going to pay for expensive machines. It costs you more money, it's going to cost them more money too. But to be the same, you didn't pay anything over $200. That's a fantastic track record. And since I purchased all my stuff from eBay, I ain't just talk. My purchase history is right there. Show you what I paid for each projector. I got a new setup I want to build when I get my shop. I want all screens to be placed to the floor. The most ambient light strikes the screen from the floor. That's where it's going to take the most hits. Because all the lights are over top of it. I'm going to build me a special rack system that goes up off the ground, comes up, and we can connect projectors on it that they project downward. And that way we can basically really test off ambient light projection technology. I actually did it outside. I gotta find that demonstration of the 2600 lumen projector outside Casio demonstration. I'm just gonna track that thing down. Gotta go to YouTube with that. OLED contrast demonstration. Yes, she did not. She collected, yay! We're gonna get contrast. We're gonna get a bunch of colors in there and say we're contrast. Or to display deep black contrast levels. Now this is the same screen. We did the side-by-side comparison to the gray screen that didn't pull up. The white screen definitely wasn't there for the show. And a certified couldn't register color and contrast next to this technology. And again, as I said before, in order to read color, you have to read white levels and 100% black at the exact same time. Now we have it on a much larger scale with the halo system now. That better not be a coffee cup. I should not have changed it. That thing had better not be. That's a huge thing. Got a freaking handle on the side of it. Shoot. Now I'm correct. Now I gotta dig that commercial up. I know they offering coffee in that kind of container. I don't drink coffee, but I'll dump out that coffee and put something else in it. Comes with a shoulder strap. Get my overheads. That's how I sit back to the screen. That thing can generate all that light in the environment. With the halo system, no problem. At the same time. This area is well lit in here. It's bright. It's like being under a UFO. That's what it feels like in here. That's how much light. Look at the desk. That's how much light pushes here. It's literally like feels like being under a UFO. And you literally from time to time gotta wear glasses in here because you get headaches. The lights are literally that bright. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Right now I can feel like I'm starting to get headaches. Gotta put the yellows on. That's why when I get people talking about ambient light projection technology, no, you don't come close to it, man. You gotta fire up environments like this. I gotta wear yellow glasses in here from time to time because it triggers off headaches for me to be in here because there's that much light pushing off in the environment. Then we add additional more lights to that screen. Just for the kicks and giggles of it all. Ooh, man.
There's only one fuel that can drive the performance you demand from your car. New 94 octane.
So when I go to forum sites, like I said, I like to go to forum sites. When I go to forum sites, and I got forum sites that are over there for ambient light projection technology. And they're showing me an environment with these little bit of light sprinkled out in the environment. I'm like, we gotta be kidding here, people. That can't be it. I see a whole demonstration. Like, you didn't just see that light in that environment? He had a lamp right there in the corner. I'm like, okay. A lamp in the corner. And that screen took in all that light. Look at the lamp he had in that corner. Look at the light that's pushing out on the walls. Yeah, lights on the walls don't mean jack. I'm talking about hitting the exact screen itself. Then we send him a halo system. End of conversation. It's a real conversation destroyer. It really is. Because, you know, you're talking about a lamp in the corner, and we're sitting up in an office, and the lights are literally so bright, I got to throw yellow shades on or I get headaches in here. Projector sits in eco mode. Of course, they had ultra short though, of course. Of course, they always have ultra short throws. Because, you know, no distance throw, none of that, you have to worry about that. And we got a halo system, 6,000 K of white light wrapped inside the frame. Now, for the person who tried to mimic our demonstration, the lighting system you have for the average cell phone ring light is not 6,000. It's way under that. And number two, you're in a dark environment with it. What's the point of doing a freaking stress test if you have lights out in the environment? The whole area must be lit. If not, you wasted my time, everybody else's time. It's like watching one of those demonstrations where you get the guy comes up there and says, hey, I'm going to show you guys how to open a door that's already locked. That's locked already. And he does all this weird stuff like put shaving cream on the door and soap detergent, weird dumb stuff. And he's jimmying it with a butter knife and a piece of cardboard. And the door you can see is clearly open, right? And you're watching it because you want to see that's madness, how far this is going to go. He was just wasting your time. That's pretty much it. Now, keep in mind, we do have an individual that does pop in our room from time to time to see what we're doing. We told you about this stalker at the end of the day, right? Yeah, he does show up in our rooms. So, with that being said, if you don't like what I'm saying out of my mouth and it does bother you, then why do you come in here? If your product works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. You got to do demonstrations like that in order for you to get that recognition that your product works. People get so mad. What do you do, Wafflehead? Mr. Wafflehead? Mr. Wafflehead? I'm gonna call you Mr. Wafflehead. You got a head shaped like a waffle. Mr. Wafflehead? How dare you call me Mr. Wafflehead? My head is not shaped like a waffle. It is shaped like a waffle. Mr. Wafflehead. Got a head shaped like a waffle. Thought we had some fun. I get the lights out. I'm gonna get a couple more of these lights. Alright, let's giddy up. Get a little bit of this video right here. So make sure that they don't think that at the end of the day that you skipped that video because you know it won't run. Now we back everything up. It's ad tech. Technology embedded into this thing. The absolutes have ad techs in them. They're designed to absorb a ton of ambient light. They're engineered for that. Oh, it's freaking me out, man. Freaking me out. What happens if we stick a gray screen in a halo system? Yeah, they cease to exist. That's a lot of light. That screen can't handle that. That's why I said at the end of the day, when you have people sitting there saying that gray screens are equal to our technology, no, they're not. We stick your screen in one of those things, it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist in the lighting we're using right now. You got that's 6,000 K of light with additional light hitting on top of it. Bring you up close and see the damage. Can't read in there. Ambient, I told you, we did the demonstration with the flashlight. Any little bit of light will wash that screen out. That's a halo system in there. You can't function in that screen. It won't work. I don't know where I'm ever going to get my investors to invest money in my company if I'm using that gray screen at the end of the day. It's not going to work. White screens do even worse. The fact that I even had to do that, basically questions everything about who the people I deal with on a day-to-day basis. It does. How do you not know that? You know the difference between gray and black, right? You know, if you see a gray vehicle and you see a black vehicle, I'm pretty sure you know the difference between the two. People get mad at me when they think that I'm talking to them like they don't know anything, but yet y'all do demonstrations like this all the time. How else am I supposed to talk to you? I can't give you an intellectual conversation at the end of the day. I got to dumb it down for you because you don't understand that. You are definitely trying to break the laws of physics. No, it doesn't work that way. Now even my customers know that. I get on the phone with my customer like, oh my goodness, Mr. Bird, I don't know how you deal with these people at the end of the day. Like even I know that. How do they not know that? So, you know, if your naysayers get mad because you feel at the end of the day that I'm belittling your intelligence, what intelligence are you giving to me at the end of the day to belittle? Not much. So it's simple. Get it through your thick skull at the end of the day. That gray screen is prehistoric. They don't function for jack at all. This is what I've been telling you for years. And these idiots will still come up there and say the most dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life out of their mouths. Whew. Man. And then we do these demonstrations. Here comes the stupidity of all stupidities. Oh, he must be using something on the camera to change it. He must be using something on the projector. Yeah, walk yourself into a courtroom with that theory and see how it goes. You send them out, agree for them to sign contracts. They don't want to sign the contract. They'd rather cry about it. Gee, make up your mind. What side of the road you're going to take? I mean, come on. Really. It doesn't work. Gray screens do not work. Say it with me, naysayer. Deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gray screens do not work. You have to go get some help at the end of the day. You are. Go get some help. Got to go to some gray screen anonymous group. You know, we got people there that nod and think gray screens are equivalents to high-tech black technology. You got to go to one of those groups. You got a whole bunch of doctors standing behind you, writing in reports and stuff about your everyday activities. You got to get yourself a journal and all that. Day one, I'm finally accepting, after many years of realizing that a black screen is far more superior. That's the first step in recovery. You know that, right? Yeah. You're obsolete. Obsolete. I can make this a matching better today. How about we make it a matching better? Make it for the day. Put a date on it. 70 people do the same thing on a gray screen and can fire up. You know that's a waste of my time, right? Because we've got tons of matching betters that do that, and no one's matched them. It's a waste of our time. Sometimes I like to humor them. Now, they do come in our room, like I said, and when we say this, they get upset, they get very upset, they get angry, they get mad. What are you mad about? You mad at me or the laws of physics? Which one? Because your gray screen, again, obsolete. And if you sit there and go, oh, but it's blended into the screen at a certain time. That screen's 100% black. It blends into you. You don't blend into us. Because if you could pick up my contrast level, which you cannot do. And my white levels on that thing is insane. I could blend into your screen. You don't blend into us. We blend into you. Understand? Accept this. Accept this. Now, these jokers are always sitting around at some meeting for Gray Screens Anonymous, and they're just going to say, hello, my name is Jeff. Hello, Jeff. I've been denying the truth about why black screens are more superior than the. Take your time, Jeff. Take your time. It's slow baby steps. Baby steps. You'll get there. You'll get there. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for appreciating it. I did try. That's y'all. Wait, wait. You gotta be a comedian, man. At the end, I got so much material. If I wanted to be a comedian and bust on gray screens, I got so much material. I can literally have shows at the Sands Casino. Man, they be in there cracking up, boy. Cracking up. No, they call it you can't call it the other word because that means something else. GGG said something really bad. But you have to call it something like Gray Screens Anonymous or something like that. Something like crazy in the day. You got people that are on step 10. Step 10 can admit it. Step 10 can come up there and say, okay, when I first started in this group, understand I was in denial. I finally admit it. I want to let you guys know I have a black screen and it is absolutely amazing. Amazing. Oh my goodness, everybody's clapping their hands in my mouth. Yes, thank you, brother. You have taken the first step to your new life of understanding the true terms of true projection technology. Everybody. He has done an amazing job. Yes, I'm never going back to gray. I'm never going back to gray. I see the light now. I see what he was talking about. I see it. They're all mad about that right now. No, they all left the room. They all left the room because they were mad about it. They didn't like that joke. Hit a little too hard for them. Hit way too hard for them. But you have to understand, people. At the end of the day, this is what it comes down to. They're angry because their product doesn't work, but it's outdated. What do you mean? What do they expect? You want people to come out there and say, hey, the gray screen's a fantastic screen. It works. It doesn't. It's outdated. It's prehistoric paint. That's what it is. It's definitely prehistoric paint. You know, you got this passion where you want to get upset and you want to get angry and leave, but you don't want to walk into a courtroom. Why not? Because I'm right. That's why. Because what I'm telling you is the truth. That's why. And that's what bothers you. It bothers you that you can't go into a courtroom with us with that document because you know I'm right 100%. And that lives in your head rent-free forever. So it is what it is. So the only thing they do is they retaliate by screaming and yelling and, you know, the usual stuff we're used to. Because that's all they got, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, accept the truth. Now I've got people at the end of the day who bought, who have traded over from gray to darker technology, and they love it. Because again, like I said before, that contrast level is freaking amazing. And some of them feel if I go out and I buy a projector with an inky contrast onto it, this is going to help my screen. And it just isn't going to help at all, period. It is the denial stage, the stage of denial. Screen does not function, it does not work. You need to upgrade to black technology. And what they'll do is they'll have you concentrate on the color. You get to realize the black background also must show also too with the color, which means you have to pick up an infinity 1 or 2 contrast level and the color at the exact same time. That's the whole purpose of the demonstration. Can't come up gray. Lights are hot.
Incoming dishes.
Lights are definitely hot. Jeez. Whew. Oh, forgot where fire stick.
This is a true feeling.
Now, like I said, the new technology, our Absolute Black Infinity 2, is going to be ultra short throw compatible. All the stuff is ultra short throw compatible. It's going to operate in, as you can see, in fully lit environments with no problem. No calibrating the projector, no dark environments, none of that stuff. And as you can see, it's not an ambient light rejection technology, it's an ambient light destroying technology, as you can see. Alright, we're going to take this away because as you can see, the gray does not pull up. It doesn't read or register next to our technology. Let's go get ourselves a white surface. Put a white surface up there next to our technology. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Do we have tape on here? We do have tape. We just had tape a few minutes ago for something. There we go. Now, I'm going to be posting my contract I have onto our site. And I'm going to basically start a page on our site called Backing It Up, which is going to have these contracts attached to these pages. PDF form you can download if you want. Fill it out. We'll see you in court. That's it. Simple and plain. So when everybody starts running trash, I'll send you the link to back it up, and you go from there. That's it. You sign it, you don't. It's up to you. Let me see the white piece of paper. There we go. But see what trolls like to come in and continue something, keep it going. Now we're gonna nip that in the butt. Sign it or be quiet. Sign it or be quiet. Sign it or be quiet. Alright, so we got time for the crybaby scenario. Sign it or be quiet. Now that's a white surface laying against our technology and a gray. As I said before, that whole story about the white and gray soldiers coming to the castle of black to basically wage war against all ultimate warriors, galloping to the dark side of all technology. So basically, as you know, I like to tell you these little stories, right? But basically, we talk about how this two soldiers in armor, they both team together to try to take out the black. And they basically gallop to our land, and as they peer upon this huge, massive land of ultra black, they basically come across this massive castle. And where the gray armor soldier or knight and the white knight come up to the door and they knock, and of course it slides back slowly, and someone says, "What do you want?" Where they reply, "We challenge you." Now mind you, look at the side of the door. The door's freaking huge. You're way down there. But you know, people want to keep going anyway. "We challenge you to show that our technology is far more superior than your technology." In which we reply, "Challenge accepted." And the sky cracks open, and lightning and dragons are flying by, blowing flames all in the air. And as they race away, they realize they have made a horrible mistake. So that is the story behind the White Knight and the Gray Knight entering into the land of darkness to compete against the true superior technology of black projection technology. I made a commercial out of that too, on top of that. You fear you have made a great mistake. Isn't that interesting, this demonstration? We can blend into a gray screen easily, very easily. White screen near the end? No. Can you see our contrast? No. Now see how the screen transitions? It changes to black, changes the true color. That's what your screen's supposed to do. When you claim to have a black screen and it does that and it comes to gray or either white on either side, you don't have one. See, transition comes in about a split second. Transition right there. Boom. Ooh. Transition again. Where image picks up the color. Transfers to the gray screen, washes out again. Starfield screensaver. Time to get cooked. It's time to get cooked. Here we go. Talio. Talio. And this is the reason why they want you to spend so much money for a projector, the high contrast, to try to fix the problem. The problem you have is not going to work unless you have the screen. That's the only way you can receive contrast. Both screen and projector must be one. Sorry about that. Must be one in order to achieve the ultimate perfect projection screen, which is needed for the application at hand. 8K desired nature, 4K demonstration, TV demonstration demo. I think I'll go for a walk outside. Something calling my name. Can we Brady Bunch actually made a song? Yeah, a couple of them. It's sunshine. Nope, so we have another one. Right? Nope. Oh, it is one. It has to be another one. Yeah, it is. Here we go. Boom. Check that out. Go. So you can see we're reading our 100% infinity contrast, or infinity 2 contrast levels now. And the gray and white screen not registering, especially the white screen isn't registering. Let's see if the screens can make our screens unwatchable. 4K snow screensavers, cottage. I saw that one too. I'm definitely going to check that out. The new one they got. No, we can blend right into a gray screen any day of the week. Because you know why? We can match the white levels with no problem whatsoever. Even with the halo system. Mind you, I told you about black screens to begin with. They're not known for being able to operate in fully lit environments, especially with the halo system attached to them, because they have a hard time generating white light due to the fact they produce a darker image. Our technology can operate in halo systems, even outside, and still blend into a gray screen and not a white screen, turn it dark at the same time with no problem whatsoever. As I told you before, the system we're designing here, this technology is only 10% done. That's it. This is the larger version of the sheet. Oh, we passed this already? We did. Let's get something else. get some more snow. Why not? We'll play them all. I enjoy watching snow, especially when it's blended into a gray screen. So, as I said before, the technology we have here, if we choose to take the time, we could wipe out every single gray screen on the market with no problem. I can blend into your white levels with no problem. I can pull colors you can't see. I can generate 10 times more light than you can take in, and I can read an Infinity 1 black level or Legendary Infinity 2, which are much darker. And we're not even outside yet. So, does the gray screen dare to take all challenge? White and gray screen, do you take all challenge? I think it's going to have it be daytime outside, and all of a sudden just goes night. Whoosh, out of nowhere. That's because our armies are here. On to the sun. Why is it nighttime outside? You see our armies all sitting on top of the hill. You called. We come. Don't call us. That technology right there would have to be, it's an interesting technology. It is very interesting. Lay that against one of these screens here that can easily take out a certified. It can't compete. The technology we have here can't compete with that. You do not want that thing on your doorstep. Trust me. But if you want to, I mean, I have no problem. 10%, it'll do what it's designed to do. It's not bragging, people. You're watching it right there on a live stream. It absorbed into a gray screen. Absorbed with all the lights and power behind it, showing its true power of technology. I mean, come on, you get mad at me at the end of the day. But what are you getting mad about? I back it up at the end of the day. You're mad at me because I can come here and back it up. Let's be honest here. You know, you make all these false accusations about our company. You make all these false statements that we're supposed to be this, that, and the other. And we back it up. Just like I said, the whole thing about having documents. If you have it, you're going to back it up. If you don't, you don't. Just like we have our technology here. Someone's going to say that our product's going to come up too dark and watch them, especially in a snowstorm. We're going to back it up. That's what we're supposed to do. Let's go grab us another one. Oh, here's another one. Here's one where the cues are coming up too dark. And don't even hold, there we go again. Another screen match. Then. Another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. And another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. Hey! Another one bites the dust. Down, down, down. Another one bites the dust. Down, down, down. Another one bites the dust. And another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. Hey, on that another one bites the dust. Down, down, down. Another one bites the dust. Ooh. That is going to be a perfect song when we start conquering screens. Another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Okay, come on, Fire Street, get it going. We got things to do. Let me see. Let me get back to my page. I got to do my price change for my technology. Now, those of you that are interested in getting real projection screen paint, real projection screens, you contact us. If you want to continue to get ripped off, robbed, and whatever the other guys call themselves, making whatever products they're making, you know, deal with that. Again and again, on our demonstrations, we got new demonstrations coming up on this technology where we're challenging all of YouTube. Any content creators at the end of the day, we are challenging you to do the exact same demonstration. This is matching better YouTube, which means we challenge anyone to do the exact same demonstration we're doing. Since we're already flooding already, we're going to add these floods in. And this is when customers come in and like, wow, this guy is challenging all of YouTube, all of it. Match and better YouTube. I'm going to launch one today. Now, keep in mind, there's multiple videos in these clips, this whole setup. So in the promo, you're going to have to be to do all of them. If we're at 235, you'll be at 235. If we're at 1610, you'll be at 1610. You will do them all. We did them. I don't know what the problem is. Oh, more white notes. What was that cottage on the far end? Is this the new one? No, some girl dancing around in the snow. That's when you get hypothermia. If you're used to it, then yeah, but I don't know why you're out there dancing in the snow. 4K snow screensavers. I mean, it's a nice video. It makes her happy, whatever, you know. That's the way I should look at it. 4K snow screensavers. Right there. Oh, that's what I was talking about. You're on the page where you're actually on the page before the page snow screensavers. But I saw something brighter than that. Into a snowy window. You're not gonna do 30 minutes for a whole for a commercial? Really? Just to watch a window? Bam. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances. At this particular point, people, I've already seen as much as I can possibly see. Bum, 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 bum. Oh man, this is hot. Jeez. That is pretty dang. You got the whole thing all done in glass? Now, that's something you do when you're out in the country somewhere. You can't do that and everybody be staring at you. That is freaking sweet. So if I want to use real glass, I have to use some kind of bulletproof Gorilla Glass. Like shatterproof. But you know something big's gonna push that thing. There's whatever. I mean, if it happens, at least you're good to go. But still, that is beautiful. Now we're trying to get the gray screen to make our screen dark. We just can't seem to be having any luck at it. I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh wow, that's a huge window. Like I said, I expect for the white screen to be a little bit brighter because the white screen with the gray screen. Yeah, I'm trying my hard to see if I can make my screen unwatchable. I'm really trying. With these show demonstrations, we're just not getting it. Oh yeah, they got the huge window in there. That's a big one. It's pretty cool. See, I like that. Why need a TV? You don't need one. Look at that. All that beautiful nature right there. That's beautiful. I would decorate that Christmas tree. Definitely decorate that tree with some lights and stuff. That's pretty cool. Now, let's show our difference we have here between what we got up there versus what we have. Because we got the gray screen right there on the corner. If you can see it blended into our screen. But I'll let you see it there. See? Gray screen's right there. Boom. When I get on camera and I talk about the technology we're engineering, say we already got stuff here, right? And I say, if you think that's crazy, what do you see we have coming next? I'm not joking with you. I'm dead serious. We got stuff coming. There it is right there. 10%. I got 8 more similar to that technology ready to go. How are you going to catch up to us? You're still crying about this screen over here. We got this one we're working on. We got invisible technology. I got aluminum technology sitting over there. And I got 4 more different versions of that technology to show off. You got to pick one. And right now I got a floor technology I got to engineer because the lights we have in here are far more intense than what I'm used to being in. So now I have to figure out how to engineer technology that can pull up in this. And you know what that means? Challenge accepted. I'll never back down from a challenge. Never. Now, I want to have a track record. I like to have a track record for all my screens to do something crazy. Every single one of them have one. Phantoms, Phoenixes, they all have the same track records on them. The one we have right here for the Quantums can push through 12K of light at 1,000 lumens at 13 feet. That's one of their track records. This one is going to be brutal, which means this one had a challenge. Someone that challenged it. They said that a black screen or a gray screen can take on a black screen. That's what your statement was, right? All right then. And this is going to take out every gray screen next to it. I'm going to blend it to your screens. And the worst upon worst, at 100%, I'm going to blend it into all your screens in one hit. You imagine how that's going to look. Different companies, we can all blend in and make your screen become ours. Hope you're ready for it. We have to get every single one of our screens have to have massive track records. AdTech, absorbing sunlight. You type in 100,000 lux of direct sunlight, you don't got to put AdTech in there. We pop up because we're the only ones who did it. This is going to have a track record on it. You type it in, this is going to be known for a black screen that has the ability to blend into gray screens. Because you made the statement. Should have never made the statement. You know what, at the end of the day, I like a challenge. Come on now. What if Smarter Surface has a gray screen? I'm going to test all their stuff. Because, man, they're showing up in my feed, and I don't like that. We have to separate that. That and paint. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I can get paint on screen right now. And I can literally get Good Screen. I can get them down, too. I'll have to order Smarter Surface. They're over in Ireland. But I'm going to get all their screens. Especially the gray ones. I'm going to get them all here. Now, when we did this gray versus gray next to the screens, we did it differently. There was no halo system up there. There was no lights directed to the screen. Now we have a halo system, much larger screen, tons of light hitting on top of the screen. That's how much light we have in the environment. Boom. That's telling you how much we're fired up in here. It is bright in here. Super, super bright. I can literally feel the heat from the lights over top of me. And like I said, with this technology, do you have any idea what people will pay me on forum site for a screen that can do this? A lot of money. These people got black diamond money. They can easily afford $20,000 for a screen. They'll pay 20 grand for a screen. For one screen, they'll pay 20 grand. So all we need to do with this technology, and I can't express this enough, because it's a physical screen, that's what's being engineered for. It's designed to go against other physical screens. Because we're not going to get a mark if we basically take out a gray paint at the end of the day, because it's no purpose. It's not a gray screen paint. It's not a screen paint category. It's come to you as a physical screen. So what has to be challenged against this technology? Actual physical screen versus our physical screens. That's the only way we're going to give you to get that level what we want. But you guys opened up your mouth and you made a statement at the end of the day by saying that you're equal to a black screen, so be it. Jeez, please stay in your lane. It's so much safer to stay over there. And that's why I gave the story about the 2 knights challenging the black knights. So, there you are. Got any other white levels on here? Oh, we got this cottage out here. Let's go check this out.
Karen's been thinking about getting dentures for a while. Now feels like the right time.
Boom. Yeah. It's going to be bad for you guys. It really is. And just so it doesn't get lost in our YouTube archives, you'll be posted to the site. We're going to put a special section there showing how many gray screens we conquer versus our technology. So it'll be all for the world to see. Anybody can come in there, see your company's name next to our test results. Should have never spoke it. Skyworth food demonstration. Let's take the long way. Yeah. Where are we in? Where is that? We got the time just about over. When you always sit there and say, man, fell asleep. Yeah, I'm tired. I do a lot of work. I'm not even done. My day gets started at roughly around 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock, I have to prep at one place, get steady prepped here. Most people are still bed sleep, walking to their car with a cup of coffee, I'm busting and working. By the time you reach lunch, I've already completed most of my demonstrations, been on a dozen forums. So you think I'm just attached to YouTube? I'm not just attached to you. I'm attached to multiple sites. I got 16 sites I'm attached to on Facebook alone. Multiple forum sites. I have several forum sites myself. And I'm in the process of GoDaddy, going through the process for the VPI server, just designing for the game company that we're working on, the gaming technology that we've been engineering and working on behind closed doors. Not only that, I engineer all the technology you see before me right now through God's blessing. We engineer all the labels, we build the websites, we do everything. And I got to be on site on more than 100 locations to show off the technology. I got to be at trade shows. I got sponsors coming up. I got people that are coming up to basically invest in the technology and throwing a better work if they're going to drop a dime into my banking account. So yeah, from time to time, if I doze off on camera, I have that right. I work. And I might get myself like a cheeseburger. Go out and park and chill for a bit. And when people say, well, Ross does this with you. Only me. I'm the only one can be around this stuff. I can't bring people into this shit. I gotta have this stuff has to be locked in. Nobody can't know how this stuff works. My mother didn't even know what was in this. Nobody knows. My ex didn't know what was in it. Nobody knows. I'm the only person. The only person that knows is a cat. We don't talk. And even if you did, you'd probably scratch your daylights out of you. Taco doesn't like people. Well, he likes ladies, don't you, Taco? Taco like the ladies. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Gray screen, you don't have a chance against this. Don't even bother. I mean, I'm going to let this one go. I am. I'm a nice person at the end of the day. I believe in giving people second chances. I'm just going to chalk it up as it. I know you naysayers at the end of the day like to cause trouble when you want to see other people go through the conflict of this technology. We're not going to do that because I know how you are. Because I know you like to make trouble for other people. That's what you do. But I'm in the process of tracking down some of your real two YouTube channels. We know you got your real YouTube channels. I know that for a fact. I'm going to find your real YouTube channels. I'm going to put your guys on blast. Your real YouTube channel, you know the fake ones you come in here with us. Oh, we know how to track your real YouTube channel now. Trust me. We know how to find it. And we're going to find your YouTube channel. Oh, whenever it's on it. Besides these fake ones you got. Yeah, like on my YouTube channel, I don't post my family on it, none of that stuff. But I guarantee you got family on it, don't you? I know you do. If you didn't have anything on there you wouldn't want to hide, then you would use your real YouTube channel instead of having a fake one. So since you have a fake one, it means you have something that you don't want other people to see. Right? There you go. So you told on yourself that fast. So I'm going to track down your channels. That's what I'm going to do. And that's not hard to do. Oh, man. Look at I'm getting all concerned, like, oh, shoot, this guy's going to track down a real channel. Why not? Why would you have, why are we going to hide your real channel? We don't use your real channel. What would you have to hide to use a fake one? We know it's a fake one. Anytime you come in, you get that little scroll, whatever they have on it, and there's nothing up there. You mean to tell me that you've been basically in and out on my channel for this many times, and every time you come in with a fake, because we know it's you, that you don't got no content, there's nothing on it whatsoever? Yeah, that means you got a real channel later on. It's a dummy. So, basically, at the bottom line, since we're having a lot of problems and we have a lot of FBI and stuff involving our company, involving the problems we're having individuals, our channels are going to be monitored. So, guess what? Yeah, we're going to figure out exactly who you are. Yep. I got our emails being monitored. Anyway, look at that gray screen. Now, I have to make a decision now. Should I conquer or should I not conquer? What do you want me to do? I should say we do 5 screens, right? We do 5 high-end companies first. And that'll give you an idea exactly what you. No, whatever. Forget it. No, you have to figure out. You know, I take a walk in the park. I figure out what I want to do. See, I'm sitting up there. Y'all come to my castle. You come through my woods, my land, on my land to my castle with this stupid decree, this scroll, disrupting our peace of mind, talking about you would like to see us on the battlefield. And we have to sit there and decide whether you are worthy enough to crush. Not that we're afraid of that you will win, because you won't win. We have to figure if you're worthy enough. What schedule do we have? Who are we crushing this week? We can't put that up. We definitely got to crush them. They got way too much trash. What about them two? I don't know. I don't really take them seriously at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I mean, look at them. You look at your track record and see exactly how many wars you've won. Really? There's none there? They haven't won anything? Nothing at all. Jesus, really not worth my time. Really? That's a training of weapons right there? Wow, they're challenging white screens? Oh, man. Now, wait. I don't have time. It's boring. It is. It's going to be easy. It is. Besides, we did it already. You see the demonstrations I posted on my Facebook page showing you how many times we had his pace on a splatter screen for everybody to watch? We did it already. We did it. We actually did all that stuff already. Where's the one from? Here. Starfield screensaver. No, to be fair, I showed you white levels, right? I did, right? And I blended into the screen, right? Let's see if we do the same thing on our level. If we can blend into our contrast levels. Oh, look, no, you can't. So let me get this straight. Our technology can blend into a gray screen's white levels, but you can't blend into my contrast levels. Why? Because you can't read 100% contrast, that's why. So would that make you equal to our technology? No, it doesn't make you equal to our technology in any way whatsoever. Now you understand it all, right? All right, look at, my goodness, seriously. Oh. But what we have here is the spectrum of, stop it, just stop it. Just stop it. I got to build a wall PC too. I took the other one apart because I didn't like it. I'll redo it. It should be flatter to the wall. It's standing out. It doesn't make it a wall PC. Technically, because it's on the wall, it's still a wall PC, but it should be flat to the wall, like a wall PC. So therefore, I'm building another one. So then I have time to come back and do this. And we're over our time right now. I can only do 1 hour. 1 hour just goes so fast. It just goes so fast. There's so much to show you. Oh. What if you turn out the lights around the screen? Maybe you're... Oh my goodness. If I have to do that kind of stuff, then what's the point of you selling that stuff? Where would you sell it at? Where would you sell a gray screen at right now? Where would you sell it? They don't work in the dark. We tried that already. We did a dedicated theater room. We literally built a dedicated theater room. They failed miserably in the dark next to our technology. What else you got? Ceiling technology for infinity ceilings. You don't pull up on mapping technology. You can't read. You can't pull a black level. What else you got? Don't bother saying floor technology. You won't work down there. There's too much light striking the floor. You won't pick up. You can't even pick up with the lights up. I could turn out the lights in this place, throw a gray screen poster, don't pick up. What else you got? Picos, forget it. Forget it, forget it. We've got Picos, you don't work on that, period. Outside, why would you even want to go there? If you're having a hard time, you can't ambient light control the outside area. It doesn't work that way. No, you don't go out there either. No, stop. Gaming? No, majority of gaming is contrast, so forget that. That's not going to happen. What about any environment? You didn't work in a commercial, forget it. You're never going to run in a commercial. It's not going to happen. So where can we use you at? Nowhere. And stick you on the bench. You're a bench warmer right now. You are a bench warmer. Everybody gets to get out there and knock that ball out of the park, and you're going to sit there and just watch because that's all you can do. There's nothing we can do with you. Even the white screen's got a purpose. A white screen has more of a purpose than a gray screen. You know why? Because people will paint over those things other than a gray screen. A gray screen's going to cost you an extra $100. They're not going to charge you. Go get two generic screens. And one's gray and one's white. The gray screen's going to be slightly more expensive because it's gray. So why in the world would I paint over that? It's going to cost me $100 more. I can just paint over the white screen. That's why the white screen has more value than a gray screen. So it's no point. Gray screen's a bench warmer. You can't even be the water boy. Yeah, that's not for you. You have to be a bench warmer. You'll sit there and watch everybody live the dream, and you'll just sit there and go, well, I used to be like that back in the day. You used to be, not anymore. Special effects, visual effects, you don't work on any of that stuff. Oh, I'm gonna go through this freaking formatting right here. See? Can't use you for nothing. So, yeah, you have a gray screen on your wall. What you have is an obsolete. A white screen, you still have an obsolete at the end of the day. At least, again, I'd rather pay money for a white screen to paint over than go over a freaking gray screen with it, because I'm paying an extra $100 just to paint over a screen. It's a waste of time. Gray screens cost you more money. You got to spend money for a higher contrast. That's going to cost you money. They're not going to give you that for free. You got to pay for that. They require ultra short though projectors because a distance will kill one of those screens. 13 feet back, 11 feet back, 12 feet back. You need as much as your lumens as you possibly can. And if you're sitting a foot from a screen on an ultra short though, you still can't register in a fully lit environment. That tells you a lot right there. So they're not good for anything. They're obsolete. It's a dinosaur product. You ever seen me once go over and buy a white gray screen to paint over for my screen? Well, I'm going to give them an extra $100. Get the white screen to do it. They're cheaper. We've done lights out demonstration. We've done Mr. Mannequin. You ever seen Mr. Mannequin? Mr. Mannequin was a mannequin we had behind us to show you that we had a motorized projection screen. We had a gray screen, a white screen, painted half and half. When the motorized came down with our technology, the entire room went dark, and you were able to see our colors nice and bright. Mr. Mannequin behind us was dark. The environments were dark. The walls were dark. Everything was dark in the environment. The minute we pulled up, we had the white and gray screen underneath of it. Boom. White light splashed everywhere. Colors are washed out because it can't absorb. It's the absolute worst screen that you put into a dedicated theater room. Because somebody on YouTube made that statement. Oh, white screens and gray screens, it's the best screen to use in a dedicated theater room. Alright, Joker, you think that's true? At the end of the day, I built one. Built a dedicated theater room. Black walls, dark and made to absorb and all that. Yeah, and we put a gray and white screen, they did horrible. Absolutely horrible. How are you going to achieve the contrast levels? How are you going to pick that up? Because last I checked, like I said, Darth Vader's armor is not gray. It's black. But if I spend the money for an expensive projector, I can fix it. Oh my goodness. I swear. It's not just them. We go to the forum sites that have the screen paint. It is like, gee whiz Louise. Seriously. Somebody please stop moving the rock. This is the problem. You'll keep moving the rock. You don't put it back. If you don't put it back, one of these jokers crawl out of it with this dumb, stupid theory on basically why a gray screen's going to read an infinity contrast level, pick up in fully lit environments, and all the other smoke and mirror nonsense and Houdini nonsense they try to pull from their YouTube channel. They make you believe that that freaking cartoon nonsense is real, when technically it is not. Stop moving the freaking rock. If you move the rock, one of them will get out. Jeez, the dumbest theories I've ever heard in my entire life. Spectrum of light. What we have here, I just watched the guy sit there and go, spectrum of light on a screen that clearly turned gray in front of everybody on YouTube and then come back and curse and carry on and get upset and say, I don't know what I'm talking about ambient light rejection technology. I don't. You want to challenge me in court on that one, Mr. McAfee? About my knowledge in ambient light rejection technology versus yours? I don't think you want to go down that road. Especially when I'm in here doing this. I think I'd have vast more information than you do since I've been around way longer than you have. I got there and lied on camera and sat there and said we have a spectrum of, oh my goodness. This is where you need the glove. This is where people have to be smacked with the glove and they have to do that 10 paces. You have to. There's just no way around that one. My investors would have looked at him like, they wouldn't even say, they just would have looked at him. Are you trying to tell me that screen's black? Is that what you're trying to say? What we have is a spectrum of light. It's really actually, what's more important is that it's showing, no, what's more important that it shows a black level because that's what it's designed to be, a black screen. Oh, I think the paint failed so hard. It failed so freaking hard. Seriously, paint was garbage. It failed so freaking hard. It came up gray. So that means the entire time in the video when he was talking about the white levels, because the screen was gray the entire time. And he knew it was gray. He had to know it. How would you not be able to do the get ready to set these screens up? You're going to tell me you can't tell the difference between black and gray? Even put the meter's head was black. He put it right against the screen. You can't tell the difference between those two? Sheesh. But he continued on the lie. And guess what? You guys deleted the video, but I got copies of it. Ha ha ha. Blended into the gray screen again, and yet it cannot pull its contrast levels. This we just have fun for the sake of just having fun. You can do it. Oh, it's good as outer space thing. I like this whole floating thing.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of trying? The world is another.
Gee, Rich, that game was what? 20, almost 30 minutes on that? 30 minutes. What we got here?
I'm all about staying one step ahead.
I'm not going to my space board. They're doing too much. I gotta play this. It's fun. Auto tune. I'm done. He did not kick the auto tune. That cat. And the guy looked at him like, really? I usually like the commercial. That is funny. I would sit there and watch that. That's a good one. That's a good commercial. I don't skip all commercials. Some are really, really good. That is hilarious. I'll sit there and watch that. That is funny. He auto-tuned it. Oh, man. We'll go to next. Let's see. The gray screens. White screens. We don't know. Yeah. You see that? Around the screen? That's what you don't want. That tells you your screen can't see black. We call it the ashy look. You see hear me joking about lotion on the screen? That's what I'm talking about. Screen comes up ashy. And there's the ash back again. And this is why we put the lotion on the scan. Put the lotion on the screen. Because the screen is ashy. Yeah, your screen's not supposed to look like that. I see people on YouTube literally showing off demonstrations of city skylines, and not with this much lighting, but still, any lighting pretty much comes in the environment will transfer that screen to that dirty looking look to it. That's not supposed to look like that. And it just is what it is. And people get mad at me and go, oh, but that's what, no. Your screen's not supposed to look like that. That ugly tannish gray look to it, you're not supposed to have that on your screen. Because you can't read a black level. Because for some reason along the line, someone told you that a gray screen reads an Infinity 1 black level, and you believed it. Do you believe in magic? And I bet you do. Yes, see? There you go. You gotta put the lotion on the screen. Put the lotion on the screen. That's what you do. Put the lotion on the screen. My screen doesn't cry any lotion. But that's ashy. Like the same kind of ash when you get out of the swimming pool. It's got like it's got so much chlorine. Oh my goodness, man. I can't remember the pools in North Philadelphia. You know anybody from North Philly? Ask them, even West Philly, any place in Philly. Ask them about the chlorine they put in the pool. You could smell that down a block before you hit the actual pool. Literally. You have dark-skinned kids jumping in, and they come out and they look like Michael. Dude, that stuff was strong they put in there. You had to, you know what I mean? It's a public pool. But gee whiz Louise. Everything you ate that day smelled like chlorine. Everything. It was all up in your nostrils and everything. Yeah, it came out of there. Your eyes and pupils were looking like freaking Radiant from freaking Mortal Kombat. That stuff was no joke. Come home. You're like, who are you? You're not my child. I ain't blonde hair and freaking white. Because that stuff would definitely take you out. Man, we laugh about that to this day. And you had to have lotion. And if you didn't have lotion, and my friend was real dark skinned, he didn't, sometimes we used to bring lotion, but he didn't have lotion until he forget. And you can literally write and lick your ant and right in the side of his leg because of the ash. Only people got away with was light skinned people. You probably avoided that. But still, that stuff would dry your hair out and everything, man. That stuff was no freaking joke. That's what you remind me of when I see the ashy screen. You gotta put the lotion on the screen. Because it's so ashy. Man. Look, if you come to my channel, you're expecting to see one of those old boring. I don't do that crap. It's boring to me. I like to have fun. I like to come out here, show advanced technology, challenge people at the end of the day, crush screens in the process, back my product at 100%, do crazy, insane demonstrations that nobody will do, put challenges on top of them. We're like the exciting part of freaking home theater at the end of the day. You know? And even once in a while, we get someone that challenges us and we shut them down. That's what we do, because that's what we like to do. You'll see cancellations pop up and all that crazy stuff because we don't play around over here. We're the real deal. I don't have time to be fake on camera. I really don't. I'm coming to play at the end of the day. I'm not coming here to chew bubble gum and whatever how that theory goes. I come here to play, and I play hard at the end of the day. If you can't back it up, you want to talk trash, we'll crush you. If you want to talk more trash in the day, you'll sign a contract. We'll see you in court. Either way, we're going to shut you down. But if you mind your own business, you stay in your backyard. I got a few people making some beautiful products at the end of the day. And no, if we did decide to launch on all gray screens, I would skip them from the door. We wouldn't even touch them. Because you know why? They make good products. I've had their stuff. They do speak the truth about their products. We wouldn't even go near them. It was no purpose at all, period. As a matter of fact, I had one of them down there when I was doing the test against the product in Jamie's, and it beat Jamie's paint. I got it on my YouTube channel. I posted it. His product beat his paint. But very respectable. And I said, look, I'm just doing a comparison to show you it's not in the same area, but his paint is good. And it is. It's very good. It's very good. But as for anybody else that want to talk trash, well, guess what? We come to crush you. Resistance is futile. You cannot talk us out of it. You cannot back down. You cannot offer anything for it. We come for one reason and one reason to represent. So, you want to challenge that thing at the end of the day? Go ahead. See what happens. A 10% technology that'll eat your stuff up like it's nothing. 4K snow screensavers. Or like you like doing that voice. Yes, it's my dangerous voice. It's a voice that fears you. You have to fear the night. You know better to go against this technology. Watch the screen disappear on a white level. Yeah, that's what you want to challenge at the end of the day. Screen with an infinity to black level sitting on top of it. And mind you, only 10% for the elements that cause the upgrade this thing for 100% haven't even been added yet. That's what you want to go mess around with? Because if you tell you at the end of the day that the only thing a gray screen has is stand on, you can't say contrast, y'all don't have that. And you can't say color because for some reason you think you have, but you don't have that. And if you want to fall on your white levels, because that's the only thing you had, please forgive me, you lost it. It's gone. It's gone. You understand? You have nothing left. Nothing. You're like the Fifth Element. Remember that giant planet was coming at that starship, and they were just launching all these rockets at it, and it was just nothing was happening. And the guy was like, launch the best that we had, the most powerful rockets, and they launched those rockets, and the guy turns around and nothing happens to it. And he goes, what else we have? And the guy says, we don't have anything left. If the white, how you guys explain your products, in which I see a lot, you explain that you have these high white levels, and that is the only thing you have, that's the holy grail, I guess the last defense system you have for your screen, you're done. Because that technology can read your white levels and blend right into it. So what else do you have? You can't survive in any environment that screen can function in. You're not ambient like rejection. You don't have that capability. If you did, I would see a lot of you guys out there, you don't have contrast. How are you going to beat a screen like that? You don't have nothing way to beat it. The only thing you could do is like they did at Independence Day. What did the aliens say to when the president asked him? He said, "What do you want us to do?" He said, "Die. We want your extinction." That's it. So that screen will extinct you easily. Your darker screens couldn't compete with that. Nothing. You can take out Certified. Certifieds are darker than your charcoals. So if you, in mind, like I said, what do you got? You can't use white levels on that. The only thing you use on your charcoal paint is contrast levels, and that screen's black. If you got a black screen, you don't have enough testing to compete with that nightmare over there. At the end of the day, I've seen black technology. It's poor. I've seen that white levels are too low. There's no testing there whatsoever. You don't have enough black versus black demonstrations. They're terrified to go against black paint. And we got dozens of those tests done. That's why they cancel out the minute we come for it. So again, getting back to the gray screen, the only thing you have left is your white levels. That's it, right? It's the holy grail you claim of your product. And that screen can match it. You can't tell one from the other. So how do you beat a screen that can blend into your white levels, fire up an abnormal, well-lit, insane environments, produce beautiful color levels, even the knockout certifies, and can produce a contrast level that the average screen will never be able to achieve? How do you beat it? You don't. It conquers you. That's what happens. And to understand black technology, keep in mind, you have to have years behind your belt to do it. You have to show that you've been doing this for years. Nobody will touch you. No company will touch you unless you can show massive amounts of tests that you know what you're doing when it comes to this stuff. As you've seen, somebody already tried it and they failed. Let's get another one to prove our case again. This is the one we did where he said our screen came up too dark. Let's go. BAM! Oh, wait a minute. There we go. That's a giant mug. Is that a giant mug? Literally? There's that Wallace. I'm picking that sucker up. I don't drink coffee, but that'll make a heck of a Kool-Aid cup. And the girl sat there and she's making the Kool-Aid, and half the bag went into the freaking it sunk like an iceberg. I don't know if you saw that one. It's hilarious. And everybody was like, nah, not enough sugar. That's the theory behind black people. You got it to be super, 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 super sweet. It's funny because, yeah, I used to be like that. I used to be a super sweet. You guys are like, no, I don't need more sugar. Dump the whole bag in there. There's much sugar in there. Not much sugar. Yeah. That's why you don't drink Kool-Aid from everybody, because some people don't make it sweet enough. Some people make it too bitter. Wait, how much sugar did you put in there? Put a half a bag in there. Man, really? You're so stingy. Put the whole bag in there. Sitting there chewing on grains of salt in the back of your teeth. That's how you know it's made right. If you can take that, cool it out, you can pour it on some pancakes. Yeah, it's like syrup, and you got 100% Kool-Aid. She was sitting there laughing about that time. He ain't lying. He is not lying. You can pour it on your pancakes. He is not lying. You know, crush up some ice, pour it on there, you make snow cone. That's how thick the syrup be in there sometimes. If you ain't got diabetes at the end of the week, you ain't make it right. Yep. That's a diabetes drink. Or Kool-Aid. Oh. Yeah. So, today's going to be research to try to figure out how in the world what we're going to press this thing to. Because like I said, it's a physical screen, it's not a paint. What are we going to be able to press it to? We got to find a surface. I got to call a bunch of companies around. I got to order samples that come in, and we got to test two things. If it's forward rollable, which is important, but I know exactly how thick I want it to get it to roll, so it's not a problem. And it's that the surface is going to lay flat. So when we roll it out, it's got to lay flat. Because if it has a little curve up a little bit, a little buckle, this is going to be a problem if you try to, well, you can't lay it flat against the screen anyway. It has to have a little gap in there. The light source has to run back and forth between it. Any light has to run through it, has to be to go through it. We'll show you that demonstration shoot. Film tool on top of that. What happens if you lay it flat against the wall and we have a little gap in there. Ugh. If you leave me now, you take my part. Look at that right there. Look at that. Gotta pick up that black level. The white screen is completely gone. That would be funny. That definitely would be funny. Get a paint roller that's made like a ninja stick, like a sword, and you see every time you see somebody a white screen, you go cling. Gonna pull it out. The ground just starts freaking have this mist circulating around you because you're charging up that chi at the end of the day. And when you go to put your hand on that sword, basically it reads your fingerprints and he is worthy. It starts to charge again. When you pour it, I just go right across the side of the screen, that black technology. And when all the smoke clears, you just see this beautiful image of what your screen is supposed to be, and everything's washed out. Oh man, I can't wait to start doing commercials. I got a buddy of mine who's an anime junkie and all that stuff. He does AI, the guy I was telling you about. I was talking about some of the crazy ideas for commercials. Like, man, that is wild. I got to do these. What are some crazy freaking commercials for this stuff? Yeah, the whole thing about the galloping knights going in and the freaking the dragon sitting on top of the hillside and freaking the one I just told you about, the samurai sword hitting the white screen like cling. All of a sudden you see that black paint. The funny thing about it is the sword is a paint roller. It's a giant paint roller. That's what it is. It comes out, it has paint on it, and it hits the screen like wow. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Gotta have some fun with this stuff. Same kind of energy we project. You ever seen our websites? Our websites project tons of energy, just excitement all the time. The same we're gonna have when we're doing our shows. I plan to have expos, my expos, pretty soon. People can come and see our technology. We can go into everybody else's expos. We'll have our own. Once I go to enough of them and build up enough credibility, I'm gonna have my own shows. It took us approximately 1 year. That's what it takes. 1 year to be established here, to be able to get everything ready to go, to be tested, to make sure it works. It literally takes that much time. Can't be doing this stuff, popping up little short videos and going, oh look, we got a screen paint that works with a dark environment with a $5,000 projector. No, it takes a year at least to get that set up. It takes a year. I came here in September. In September? Yeah, I came here in September. It takes about a year to get all that set up. All that paperwork, everything. Can't be just popping up paints out of nowhere. I got a paint right here. It's a perfect mix. Got no test underneath of it whatsoever. Blah, 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 blah. You gotta back that stuff up. Because if a company buys from you and you got on your website saying that if you open it up, you're stuck with it. If you and you no exchange, by the way, if you basically lands on your property, you're stuck with it. You think a corporation's gonna look at that and go, "What the freak?" No company's gonna touch you with that mess. No, it has to be something there to give at the end of the day. It has to be an exchange or whatever going on there. It has to be. Under a company, we have our shipping, and in our shipping talks about doing through freight. And freight is different. So basically say they order 80 gallons from you. And 80 gallons, you have to make sure that stuff is all tested, works perfectly fine, it's coming out of the machine, batch number. You're going to need those to back it up. They're going to need that as a guarantee that your stuff works. Because things can also go wrong in business too. So on top of that, all your stuff is going to be tested because they're going to ask you, all this stuff tested because we're selling it for you. We don't want to look like idiots. We're going to look like an idiot. So you can't be lying about stuff in your specification sheets. You can't be making all that up. It's not going to work on the end of the day. Because if somewhere along the line, if the consumer has an issue with this, the person who's selling the product is going to bring it back to you, and you're going to have to fix that problem. So you're going to have to know your stuff at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. You can't just be making stuff up. All your stuff has to be tested. You make any new technology, it takes about a year or so to get everything locked in correctly. That's what it takes. I think you can do that one day. I watched the freaking test demonstrations on the Frankenstein. You've got to be kidding me, man. Please, man, you literally, that's all you had to go through was for testing on that. No wonder it failed. Literally, he did a couple of demonstrations and some light next to the screen. That was it. This is when he said with ambient light projection. And then all of a sudden he switched to not being ambient light projection because that would be safer. Because if he said it is, and people put it in the environment and it washed out on it, it'd be safer to say it's not. Then he won't be accused of something that he can't do. But then advertise it like it is. That's nonsense. If you're dealing with a company and they come up and they buy something, first things first, you would be an idiot of a company to go to the website. If it says that policy about the return process, you definitely would have a problem there. From the door. They will contact and says, "Yeah, I'm looking at your policy here. What do you mean if it lands on our property, we can't return it?" Yeah, you're going to definitely question that one. It also says here, if we open it and use it, there's no exchange. So what happens if it's defective? What happens if basically that we have a problem or something goes wrong, comes up chunky? A number of things could happen. What if it leaks? What if the postal driver just basically decides to kick your package or something happens at the end of the day where they crush it and paint leaks out, containers burst, lids pop, all kinds of stuff can go wrong in the process of shipping. What happens if something like that happens? And there's paint leaking all inside your container. Are they going to replace that? No, because this policy says if it lands on your property, it's yours. You can't return it. Does he have an act of God in any of it? No, he has an act of God. He has no act of God. So say if you order some paint, it's around like, say you do like 10 gallons of paint from them. And somewhere along the line in the shipping process, they have bad storms in another state where it has to go through. And everything's delayed. And everything's delayed on your end. And now, you basically are pretty much going to be behind in your schedule what you have to do. You can get him on that. Because he doesn't have an act of God policy in there. You look through a site, oh shoot, there's no act of God in here. You're responsible for that. So you can come in and say, hey look, you got to resend our order again. Which means you're going to have to take money out of your pocket, if you don't have it, and do the order again while the other one's in transit. And you say, I don't have to do that, the other one's still in transit. No, honestly, you're responsible for that. Because I can't be responsible for rain, snow, or sleet. I don't have the control of that. Yeah, you don't have control of that, but you don't have in your policy that you are basically posting that you're not responsible for an act of God, which makes you liable. It means you have to replace it. But they take it to court, and your honor, there's nothing here that says about an act of God. You're going to have to replace it. Yeah. That's why you gotta know your policies. Not steal other people's policies. Like snail mail, but you can't back that up. Snail means you have to replace the item. And if you barely made enough on the item that you have to take money out of your pocket to replace it, then you can't use the snail mail. Alright, I'm done with this. We usually hit 2 hours anyway, because that's why our test demonstrated. We can't do an hour, it's virtually impossible. That's virtually about doing hours. It's impossible. We got so much stuff to show on here, it's impossible. I do like this whole room thing. It looks really nice. Watch your gray screen disappear. So I think we're going to do another one called the disappearing gray screen versus our black screen. Can we make a gray screen disappear into our black technology? Can we do this? I know we already did it, but I have to make a video on it because I need it separate. Is it possible? Gotta think about that. Is that even possible? Can Mr. Bird? Well, that number took forever to pass. Can Mr. Bird do that? Can Mr. Bird make a gray screen disappear into his screen? Let's think about that one. Can he do that? Is that possible? Can he make a gray screen disappear into a screen? Is his white levels literally that high on that black technology to do that? People, I'm asking you a simple question. Can you explain it to me? I got to do a short on this. You know it's going to happen. You know, let's get close to the screen. We got to get, come on, we got to, this is craziness, right? This is insane. It's not possible. Yeah, it can't be done, right? I mean, that's insanity. I mean, how would it be possible that a screen that black can basically blend into a... Oh, wow, look at that there. What? It's crazy, isn't it? Well, let me stand it from the projector for a minute. Yeah. Ta-da. Yeah. Ta-da. How is that possible? That just blows. And you got a light on it, too. Oh, just impressive all the way around. All the way around. Just impressive. Just impressive all the way around. I hook this thing up today. I'm making me a projection screen. That's why I got the projector out here. I'm gonna set one up. But anyway, it's just no way to explain it, right? It's amazing. We got to go do that demonstration in a few minutes. Just show you what we're about to do. All right. So, gray screen makers, this video is gonna be for you. We're about to do next, okay? It's to get you to understand what you basically called upon. Remember the story I told you about the black and white? Sorry, not black and white. The gray and white night, right? You came to us at the end of the day, right? You challenged our technology. Remember that. You made statements on your scroll. Hear it. We call out to the town square of all people who wish to hear this great decree. For we will challenge the ever so dark technology. We feel that we shall be victorious and we shall conquer them. Did you not make that decree to us? You just didn't realize what you got yourself into, did you? It's going to be brutal. We'll do it at 10%. If I do it at 100%, that means I would have to knock all of you out at the same time, which I'm still choosing to do. On site. Not here. We're going to take you on site. So I can go in my portfolio, which I'm building a nice portfolio. I took all the screens on site. Hey, the building right over here, yeah. Right next to a window. Gosh. All right then, you challenged us, right? Remember. And as we were sitting there in our castle, minding our own business, plotting the next destruction to come to the next screen, you guys knocked on our door. With this stupid little scroll talking about, here we announced the challenge in the middle of my story. Okay, to challenge your technology. And we just sat there and looked down and he was like, we accept. You didn't expect that today. You expect people to back down a little bit and go, wait, what? Are you going to challenge? Come on, really? Seriously? No, we just said we accept. Bam! Shut the door and left. And as you galloped away, you realize that you have made a horrible mistake. They challenge us to do. I literally just said that on camera about a couple of days ago. I would like for someone to challenge us. Did I not say that? I said it. I said it on camera. I said, man, please, somebody challenge us. Somebody, please challenge us. And somebody did. And now, we're ready to go. We are basically getting ready all weapons. War. This is what we're bringing. This is our war machine. No. 100% don't bring out tech. Too much destruction. Too much. We must be merciful here. Okay, understand? We'll destroy them, but not on that level. It's way too much. We'll bring 10%. It's all. I mean, the war machine. What is 10%? That is all we need. It's only gray and white. They're not really fighting anything at all. Period. Bring that instead. This conversation we're having in a war room. Just bring that instead. There's no point in bringing this. Not necessary. Not necessary. Bring 10%. That's all we need. 10%. We'll just fire a couple rounds, which we're showing you right now, to show you exactly what we're going to do to you. And right then they're like, oh my goodness. King's sitting there, the gray king, and the white king are sitting next to each other watching the demonstration of the destruction we're about to cause to you. And he just drops his freaking cup. As it hits the ground slowly, you're just seeing the wine splatter all over the floor. And the other one passes out. He drops his scepter. They're trying to fan him off at the same time. And people are running all around in slow motion while they're watching the destruction that's going ahead. Like, oh my goodness, we can't handle that. What do we do? We've made a mistake. We have to call this off. We have to call this off. But there is no call off. There is not. You came to us. You accepted. The minute that you crossed that threshold into that valley, you have accepted. We have accepted your challenge already. So you were doomed already. The minute you crossed that line, you were already doomed. You didn't have to pull out that scroll at all. The fact that you crossed over that threshold means you already accepted the challenge. Now, you have to go through it. You have no choice. It's the only way to learn not to touch it with ultimate technology. Oh, I like having fun on camera. This is so fun. People take it serious. They get all mad at everything. I can't bird. Get on my nerve. I hate that. Come on, calm down. What did I just tell you what anger does to you at the end of the day? I mean, that's a real thing. That happens to people. People get sick, heart attacks, strokes, and whatnot. You don't want none of that stuff. Hey, just flow with it. All right? Okay. You write me a nice email at the end of the day. Say, hey, Ken, I want nothing to do with this, blah, blah. I'll ignore you and move on to somebody else. I don't care. But anyway, yes, they challenged us. You have no choice but to fight. But to fight. When are we going to show up? Nobody knows, but we will be there. The minute you look up and go, wait a minute. We can't give them our real names. If we give you real names, no one's going to let us buy their stuff. No one. They're going to cancel our orders the minute we mention their names. It's bad enough I got to literally get somebody from another state. They can't mention their names and they go buy parties, great products. Oh, oops, sorry. But anyway, when they get these products down here for testing against this thing, they're not going to they're not going to give it to us. They're going to cancel out. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Unreal Tournament. You know what I mean? Now, the whole 20 frags a minute kill streak crazy stuff I was doing back in the day. I literally at one point had a hard time joining death matches. No one would let me play. And the reason why, because they see my track record. I killed too quick in those games. I know I used to play on PC before I played on console, so I know the weapon system quite well. But anyway, it got to a point where literally I couldn't even get in a game. So I designed my own clan. And my clan started was trying to find people. Anyone that could beat me was in my clan. And you had to be really good to take me down. So that was fantastic. That means I had a clan of my own superiors. And at the end of the day, we launched our clan against other clans. If you won't let me play, then I'll wipe your entire clan out. And that's what we did. We took out entire clans. And that's how we bumped into the KK clan. It was one of the most funniest days of my life, I swear. They were good. They were extremely good. They were. The white supremacists could play really good. And man, it was funny. We beat them by 1 point in bomb and run. Got them by 1 point. Man, we were sniping them left and right, man. It was the most fun I've ever had in my entire life because at the end of the day, they gave us a challenge. That's what I like. Everybody else was an easy rollover and kill. Not them. They were interesting, man. Man, when my man was running for that tower, and man, you could see the explosions that were going off around, and we were sniping them off, picking them off. That's what we want. We were picking them off. We chose to use all snipers in the tower because we knew they were going to probably use rocket launchers, whatever, to try to kill them. And we kept them at a certain distance where they couldn't get a certain ground on him, we could get it, and that's how we did. We kept them so we held the line, and we won. And man, it was excellent strategy. You had to use strategy. You were good. We won. I remember, I'm like, you get the picture? I said, what picture? I'm thinking they sent somebody hanging. Now, you're going too far with that. Now you're going to talk about losing your account at the end of the day because I will snatch your account. But no, it was funny. They sent us a picture of fried chicken, grape Kool-Aid, and watermelon. And they said, here's your consolation prize. I never laughed so hard in my life, man. I was like, that's funny. That's funny. Some things you can laugh at. It's funny. But in the long run, their clan split. Some started hanging around with us more and, you know, got to talking about, you know what I mean, how they ended up that way and everything. And the other half, they want nothing to do with them. They just split when they're away. So, you know, some of them denounced what it was. They didn't want to be like that anymore. They got a chance to meet and talk with us and stuff like that. And we learned from each other. So it was a good thing that came out of it. Their clan split one way and they went with us, and that's how it worked out. And man, that was the funniest bombing one ever, man. And no one was calling each other niggers and none of that stuff. We didn't have that problem. It was like more like porch monkey or something like that. But it nothing to faze me because I hear that stuff all day long on the game. So it don't bother me at all anyway. Oh my goodness. Man, we had a ball playing that game, man. But that bomb and run, I saw my boy coming up over the hill. I just wanted to keep the line. We keep them at a certain distance. Every time they respawn, we kill them when they respawn, when they come in. Can't catch up to him. He had a lead already in. We got that. We was like, yeah, in your face, in your face. Boy, I'm telling you, it's okay. You know what? All right, we fine with that. Got your little calculation prize. I hope you enjoy it. These jokers. Chicken? Really? Fried chicken, watermelon, and grape crew. Oh man, they thought we was going to snap, get angry, get upset with them, all that stuff. And I started laughing. I said, okay, man, that's funny. That is funny. Then we just started doing stuff where just maliciously we're attacking each other. Like we see them in a clan match, we go jump on the other clan side because we know we can upset the balance and take them out quickly. And they do the same thing to us. They jump on the other side. More red against blue or more blue against red. We do that to each other back and forth. And every once in a while, we bump heads in clan matches. We have to fight each other. They won one, we won one. Well, he actually won two, they won one. But still, it was just fun. And gaming does bring people together. It really does. Oh, man, that was fun. Man. I remember I sniped one like, you wanted that? Did you want that? Sniped is behind. I mean, there was no point using a rocket launcher. I had to use it. It's more insulting for someone to snipe you. It's more insulting. Sniped him, took his head clean off, man. He wanted to go jump because he had one of them had the machines to jump higher. They run faster. He wanted to go jump, man. I took his head clean off, man. You seen his body go one way and his head disappear another way and the ball drop. I said, oh, that had to freaking hurt. You really thought you had a distance. He wasn't going nowhere. I sniped him for the sake of it because I knew we could get him at a distance just to embarrass him. Yep. But it was fun. We had a lot of fun. Anyway, I have to. Well, no. I got to do the gray screen thing. I got to do the whole gray screen. We got to do that one right there. We got to have some fun with that. All right. Okay. So come back in. We're past our 2-hour mark. We got to come back in and do one on the gray screen. We're gonna have some fun on this one. So if anyone made any accusations that a gray screen is more powerful than our black technology, you're not gonna like this demonstration. It's gonna hurt lots. You know, like when you skin your knee when you fall off your big wheel. And it's like the worst pain you think in the entire world. And you walk in and you got this. For some reason you feel like that makes it feel better. I don't know why. I did it myself. And then right when your mother puts that like that alcohol, you got two different kinds. You got the white one and you got the brown one. The brown one gives it that bubbly look into it. It looks pretty cool. But when that white stuff goes on it, that clear alcohol, man, the pain is like no other. It's going to feel like that. All right then. You ready for this? All right. Coming back in. Let's get this on.